Good evening and tonight, viewers. It's Three Roads Gaming, here with more Let's Play Chrono Trigger. Last time, we got the Remasamune. Also, I tried to get the Taban Helm, but it wasn't available yet. I got it off screen. The only thing that I think, I basically did a video about how a lot of the sources are wrong. With that said, looking at, from what I've read, the story tracking variable does change after Ayla is named, and it changes again when the gate key is lost. So it's possible that you can go back and get it during that brief period of time, and that they just forgot to turn it back on after you regain the gate key until such time as you have obtained the Remasamune. Maybe at some point I'll look into that. Anyway, we're gonna give the frog a sword. We're gonna get more of his heartbreaking backstory. Ah, Cyrus. And that guy sure does look important. Glenn. I'm sure he's not anyone important. Oh yeah, Cyrus is kind of a badass. Alright, goodbye, Frog King. Thank you for dropping those regains in Lufia too. I appreciate it. Oh no, the sword shattered. You got Super Kami Guru there, and for the first time, we've got Magus, who is very clearly meant to be Piccolo. Interesting. Magus's name is in lowercase. Every other NPC has a name in uppercase. What an interesting oversight. It's wild. In the DS translation, it's more like, instead of there's always time for a little fun, it's more like, yeah, he's gonna pay for messing with me. I honestly prefer there's always time for a little fun. I like the idea of Magus just being a huge troll. By the way, Magus isn't so much his name, more of his title. I think like he'd be the Magus. If only we learn his original name. Oh well.
Maybe next time they make a game.
Yes. Perhaps at some point will be some January His name will be revealed to us. Though he seems like the kind of guy that would use a lot of guile, so... But yes, in Japan he's called Mao, which is M-A-O-U, which is one of those... Demon King, basically. Like, it's one of those things that... It's a really common concept, and you've probably heard it translated 100 different ways. But yeah, Mao, M-A-O-U, means Demon King. That's why... In The Devil's a Part-Timer, that's why he had that last name. Alright, so Frog is mandatory. I'm gonna get Lucca over because... reasons. Oh yeah, let's give Frog a rock helmet and a ruby vest. We have the Masamune, it's just not usable yet. Technically a storyline item at the moment. Anyway, what we want to do is we want to go over here. And that's right, we're going to get some more flashbacks. Why they had to split up the flashbacks, I don't know. It's possible that these scenes were originally further apart, and they just smashed them together at the last minute. Okay, so this is a mistranslation. I'm willing to call it that, because in the original Japanese and in the DS version, he says something more to the effect of, like, they don't deserve... Basically, it's wrong to hit people, even douchebags like them, in so many words. So the implication is less that he's afraid to fight and more that he doesn't want to hurt people. He could, but he doesn't want to. And this is closer to his original characterization. Like, he doesn't really want to hurt people. And yes, Glenn is Frog. So, there's some pun work here across multiple languages. The Japanese word for frog is kairu, which I'm sure I pronounced perfectly, also means the word change, which is what happened to him. Now, his human name Glenn is based off of grenouille, the French word for frog. And that's the pun. You betcha. This is another instance where in the PlayStation version there's a cutscene, and then we immediately see this happen. Because, you know, that doesn't diminish the dramatic impact of a thing. Everyone knows when Eris died in FF7, it was made that much more dramatic when we saw the exact thing happen again. Oh yeah. Now I could have gone to the end of time, but I wanted to show a little extra content. This scene's so badass. I love it. Like, it looks so much better in the SNES version, too. Like, the PlayStation cutscene is fine. It's alright. But it's just so much better in this version. Now we got a little bat following us. Guess this is Bat Country after all. Alright. Let's do a fire whirl. Hell yeah. I think like the monsters here are very... Yeah, they are very resistant to physical attack. Seems like with Magus and whatnot, they'd be less likely to be... So yeah, so if you get in a fight here and you don't go to the end of time, Frog will comment on it as kind of like a reminder, because you know, you had 2 flashbacks in a row. You're not thinking about the end of time. All right, let's go back to the end of time. Get him some magic. Let's see, damn it. These guys eventually stop spawning, but they stop spawning way later than they should be. Like, at least when there was that mole in Earthbound, there was a reason for that mole in Earthbound. There's not a bus for me to get off of that turns off the enemy encounter flag. Alright, anyway, let's go look at Specchio here. Alright, now I can use water magic. Same element as Marl. I don't want to try it out. Same element as Marl. He's kind of like... If Crono and Marl... Like, he's pretty much halfway between Crono and Marl. Like, he's not as good a physical attacker as Crono, but he's a better mage than him. But he's also... Here we are. But he's also, you know, I think, like, better at... He gets some good healing, too. Let's put it that way. Alright, well, Frog is... Let's see where we are on text. Frog is behind on text, so I'm going to go to prehistory and get him up to speed. Maybe also get Lucca and Robo up to speed as well. And next time, we will enter Magus's castle. It's been 3 Roads Gaming. I sure am glad the road brought you here. Hope it brings you back my way again soon. Have a good one, everybody.